Saturday's qualifying from Budapest had us hungry for race day at the Hungaroring, and I tell you what, we're not going to have many race weekends in August to feast upon, so we had to take it all in as Sunday's race came about. Without further ado, let's dive into all of the fallout from the Hungarian Grand Prix at the Hungaroring, but before we do that, just remember to hit that subscribe button down below to stay abreast with everything going on throughout this F1 season here at GPFans. But let's get into all of the discussion and debate after Sunday. Well, we might as well start with the obvious. Esteban Ocon secured an astonishing first victory of his Formula 1 career following a chaotic Hungarian Grand Prix, and courtesy of a major tactical gaffe from Mercedes. The Alpine driver held off Aston Martin's Sebastian Vettel to take the win at the end of the 70 laps at the Hungaroring by just 1.8 seconds, with Lewis Hamilton claiming third, less than a second further back, and missing out on the opportunity to claim his 100th F1 victory. Ocon's triumph on the 78th start of his Formula 1 career and his first victory since GP3 in 2015 was sparked by a first corner pile-up that saw Valtteri Bottas taking out McLaren's Lando Norris and Red Bull's Sergio Perez. Bottas's shunt into the back of Norris resulted in the Briton spearing into the side of Max Verstappen, severely damaging the RB16B that limped to the finish in 10th. It means Hamilton heads into the summer break with a 6-point lead over the Red Bull driver in the F1 Drivers' World Championship standings, and Red Bull now trail Mercedes in the Constructors' standings by 10 points. Max Verstappen has claimed his Red Bull was almost impossible to drive and criticised being taken out by a Mercedes for the second time in 2 races at the Hungarian Grand Prix. The Dutchman surrendered his championship lead to Lewis Hamilton after sustaining excessive damage in contact with Lando Norris, triggered by Valtteri Bottas's error into Turn 1 at a damp Hungaroring. Verstappen was able to drag his wounded car into 10th to collect a solitary point, but lamented the incident that derailed his chances on Sunday. Again, taken out by a Mercedes, it is not what you want, Verstappen told Sky Sports F1. I was missing the whole side of my car, the whole barge board area, and the floor was damaged as well. It was almost impossible to drive, to be honest. I still tried my very best and scored 1 point. It is at least something, but not what you want. In the fallout from the incident, Valtteri Bottas and Lance Stroll have both been handed 5-place grid penalties for the next race in Belgium at the end of this month after causing the first lap carnage. And finally, Lewis Hamilton has suggested he may still be suffering from lingering effects of the coronavirus that forced him to sit out last year's Sakir Grand Prix. Mercedes driver Hamilton was left fatigued and dizzy at the end of the Hungarian Grand Prix, which resulted in him needing to see a doctor. The 7-time F1 champion, who finished third at the Hungaroring, was initially absent from the FIA press conference for the top 3 drivers, before eventually making an appearance late on. Asked as to how he was feeling, Hamilton said, "I'm okay. Yeah, I had real dizziness and everything got a bit blurry on the podium. I've been fighting all year with staying healthy after what happened at the end of last year, and it's a battle." Hamilton sustained COVID-19 immediately after his victory in the Bahrain Grand Prix, leading to him missing the race around the outer circuit a week later. So we're going to have to wait until Spa for any more F1 action on track. There'll be plenty of action off the track, and we'll be covering it all with GPFans. Remember to tell us down below who your driver of the day was in the comments section, and give us your opinions on all of the fallout and discussion from Sunday's race. And of course, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all that we do here at GPFans throughout the 2021 F1 season.